Welcome to your 2026 annual horoscope for Scorpio by AstroPrinciple. Your birthday is between the 23rd of October and the 21st of November. This year brings powerful shifts, new opportunities, and meaningful turning points across career, love, and health. In this full-year astrology forecast, we'll explore how the major planetary movements of 2026 shape your path, influence your decisions, and open doors for growth. Whether you're looking for clarity, planning ahead, or simply curious about what the new year holds, this guide will help you understand the energy of 2026 and how to work with it, not against it. We'll break down the biggest themes of the year, the key transits to watch, and the opportunities Scorpio can tap into throughout 2026. So settle in, take a deep breath, and let's explore what the new year has in store for you. This year is defined by the message, transform deeply, rise powerfully. This year, your energy is best directed toward emotional transparency, psychological renewal, boundary protection, intimate healing, intuitive strength, personal empowerment. You must goal to release limiting attachments, deepen emotional intimacy, reclaim inner authority. Let's understand your annual graph. For Scorpio, 2026 is a year of profound personal evolution, where you shed old emotional layers and step into a more liberated version of yourself. The year begins with intense introspection, prompting you to confront fears, attachments, and unresolved memories that have shaped your identity. As you release these burdens, you experience a surge of emotional clarity and spiritual strength. Relationships deepen as you become more transparent about your desires and vulnerabilities, allowing others to connect with you on a more authentic level. Professionally, this is a year of strategic breakthroughs, where your determination and insight help you navigate complex situations with precision. Financially, you may experience fluctuations, but your resilience and resourcefulness help you stabilize your foundation. By the end of the year, you feel transformed, lighter, wiser, and more aligned with a path that honors your emotional truth and personal power. The next we have is about your career, profession, and finance. For Scorpio, 2026 is a year of deep professional transformation, where you shed outdated roles and step into a more empowered version of yourself. The early months bring intense introspection, prompting you to evaluate whether your current career path aligns with your long-term goals. As you release old fears and attachments, you begin to operate with greater clarity and determination. Professionally, this is a year of strategic breakthroughs, where your ability to navigate complex situations with precision helps you gain influence and respect. You may take on roles that require leadership, investigation, or problem-solving, and your resilience becomes a major asset. Financially, you may experience fluctuations, but your resourcefulness helps you stabilize your foundation. Mid-year brings opportunities for advancement, possibly through promotions, new roles, or entrepreneurial ventures, and your ability to stay focused under pressure becomes a key factor in your success. By the end of the year, you feel transformed, more confident, more strategic, and more aligned with a career path that honors your personal power. While finance is important, health is wealth. Now let's see what 2026 has for your health and well-being. For Scorpio, 2026 is a year of deep physical and emotional transformation, where your well-being improves as you release old patterns stored in the body. The early months bring intense introspection, prompting you to examine how suppressed emotions, past wounds, or unresolved conflicts have affected your physical health. You may notice that your body responds strongly to emotional shifts, encouraging you to adopt practices that support detoxification, both physical and psychological. This year invites you to explore healing modalities such as breathwork, somatic therapy, or deep meditation that help you process emotions at a cellular level. Mid-year brings a surge of vitality as you release old burdens and adopt healthier routines around sleep, nutrition, and movement. You may feel drawn to strength-building exercises that help you reclaim your power, or to practices that support hormonal balance and emotional stability. By the end of the year, you feel lighter, stronger, and more aligned with a version of yourself that honors both your intensity and your need for renewal. It is said that one can win the battle if there is peace in relationship and family. Let's hear out what 2026 has to unfold for your love, relationship, and family. For Scorpio, 2026 is a year of profound emotional transformation, where you shed old patterns and step into deeper intimacy. The early months bring intense introspection, prompting you to examine how past wounds influence your relationships. If you're single, you attract someone who resonates with your emotional depth and intensity, creating a connection that feels magnetic and transformative. In committed relationships, you work through issues related to trust, vulnerability, or emotional control, choosing openness over self-protection. Family life becomes more harmonious as you release old resentments and create space for healing conversations. Mid-year brings opportunities for emotional breakthroughs, and you may reconnect with relatives or friends you've been distant from. By the end of the year, your relationships feel more authentic, more intimate, and more aligned with your desire for deep emotional connection. Wait, there is more to know about the planetary highlights. Let's start with Jupiter. The Jupiter in Taurus between May and October. For Scorpio, Jupiter in Taurus during May and October 2026 brings expansion through partnerships, collaboration, and relational harmony. These months highlight your ability to build meaningful connections, whether romantic, professional, or personal. You may attract supportive people who help you grow or deepen existing bonds through shared goals and mutual understanding. This transit also encourages you to balance independence with cooperation, allowing relationships to become a source of strength rather than tension. Financially, opportunities may arise through partnerships or agreements. By the end of the year, you feel more connected, more supported, and more aligned with relationships that reflect your evolving values. The next is the Saturn currently in Pisces throughout the year. For Scorpio, Saturn in Pisces throughout 2026 strengthens your creative expression, romantic life, and relationship with joy. This transit encourages you to take your passions more seriously, whether through artistic pursuits, personal projects, or emotional commitments. You may feel called to refine your creative skills or invest time in hobbies that bring long-term fulfillment. In love, Saturn pushes you toward maturity, helping you build relationships based on emotional depth rather than intensity alone. Matters related to children, fertility, or mentorship may also require responsibility and patience. By year's end, you feel more aligned with a version of yourself that honors both discipline and passion. You may also want to know about the Mercury, which is retrograde in April, August, and December. Mercury retrogrades in April, August, and December 2026 push Scorpio to reassess finances, emotional boundaries, and long-term commitments. April brings delays in shared resources or financial planning, urging you to review agreements carefully. August highlights communication in intimate relationships, revealing hidden emotions or unresolved tensions. December brings introspection about your personal power, prompting you to release old fears and reclaim emotional clarity. These retrogrades help you strengthen trust, refine your financial strategies, and deepen your emotional intelligence. By the end of the year, you feel more empowered and more aligned with your inner truth. The most important influencers are eclipses that fuel the result of timing events. This year, the eclipses are in March and September. For Scorpio, the 2026 eclipses ignite creativity, emotional healing, and lifestyle transformation. The March eclipse highlights your daily routines, work habits, and well-being, urging you to release patterns that drain your energy or limit your productivity. The September eclipse activates your zone of joy, romance, and creative expression, encouraging you to reconnect with passions that bring meaning to your life. These eclipses help you shift from survival mode to a more inspired, heart-centered way of living. By year's end, you feel more vibrant, more expressive, and more aligned with a life that honors both discipline and joy. To summarize, in my opinion, during 2026 you must embrace emotional transparency. You often guard your feelings, but 2026 encourages you to open up with trusted people. Vulnerability deepens intimacy and strengthens bonds. Sharing your inner world becomes a powerful act of transformation. Release old attachments. This year highlights patterns that no longer serve your growth. Whether emotional, relational, or psychological, letting go of these attachments frees you to evolve. Transformation becomes smoother when you stop resisting change. Detox emotional energy. Deep emotions may surface, making it essential to engage in practices that help you process them: breathwork, somatic healing, or meditation. Clearing emotional residues strengthens your intuition and personal power. Protect personal power. Choose relationships and commitments that honor your strength rather than drain it. Setting firm boundaries helps you maintain emotional sovereignty. This year rewards you for choosing empowerment over obligation. Thank you for watching your 2026 annual horoscope. This year is filled with potential, and understanding the bigger picture helps you move through it with confidence and purpose. To get even more clarity, make sure you watch the 2026 month-by-month horoscope. It breaks down each month from January to December, helping you plan your timing, navigate challenges, and make the most of every opportunity.